Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to your Wednesday Wisdom with Spirit. I could feel so much energy after yesterday's reading for all of you that Spirit wanted to come in and chat. That magician energy we were talking about, they were there, they are there. They're ready to chat, so I decided to tune in right now, see what the message is, because I can just, there's like a whole entire room full of Spirit energy wanting to communicate. So I'm just going to tune in right now. I'm just going to jump right to it. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. On Wednesdays, I always tune in just in the ways that work naturally for me. I don't use cards, just connect in to Spirit and see who's there. So I'm just going to do that. So hold on one moment. Okay, beautiful. This is the three guides of the light coming through, and what they're showing me, yes, fair. They're showing me that spiral of ascension. Okay, so think of a spiral staircase that goes around and around and around, but every time you go around, you're going up. So they're saying this week, the essence and the metaphor of the spiral staircase is right at the forefront. This week you have potential to come through or come around or across things that you've seen, done, experienced before from a different perspective to help you recognize you've stepped up. And we've had this happen before. We've had this kind of message come through before. And so say, for example, if I use myself for an example here, I just went through really crazy sickness. It was long, it was traumatic. I don't want to go through that again. This spiral staircase doesn't mean I'm going to go and get sick again. What it means is I may come across somebody else going through something like that. I may hear a podcast of somebody's story about that. I might see something on the news, like something about that, perhaps, that I will have the opportunity to witness from the perspective I'm in now, the perspective of healing, the perspective of having gone through that dark night. Okay, and I'm using more of a deep, dark, heavy experience just to try and color this for all of you, but you're going to have the opportunity to go around again, but from a different perspective. So it's not something that needs to trigger you out of fear. And you don't have to worry like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go through whatever that is. Again, it's not that. It'll give you just a little taster, touch, or something so that you can sit in that experience and be like, wow, look how far I've come. Right? So whatever I may potentially see or experience, I can think to myself, wow, look how far I've come in a couple months. Look at how amazing the body can heal. Look at whatever the answers are, okay, right? I can find so many things of gratitude, and that's the purpose behind the spiral of ascension. Because when we can look back on the things we've done from that changed perspective, we can then open up to so much more wisdom. And yeah, fair, Spirit, the wisdom is wanting to pour in. And the three guides of the light, funny enough, but on point, there's this song called Let the Light Shine In. It's more of kind of like I think it's like a pop song. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but they're referencing that song, Let the Light Shine In, let the light shine in, let the light come in. And it's really about letting your observations of what used to trigger you, maybe just how much you've grown, whatever that is, let the light pour in on your recognition of that experience and your recognition of growth. Because that helps reinforce these really, really, really deep roots from you into who you are now. You become like this big, tall tree. Maybe you're imagining an oak tree, or maybe you're imagining a cedar tree or a pine tree, whatever it is. Maybe it's a palm tree. You get to see how far you've grown. And there's deep rooting that comes from that. And the deeper you root that energy, the sturdier you are in the chaos and the changes of our planet, right? Especially at this time, rapid change. So embrace the experience of that spiral of ascension right now, because it'll give you those deeper roots, which is just going to solidify who you are, what you're about, and not allow the events around you to sway you as much as before. It won't be as much of a threat. There's more. Hold on. Okay, Spirit is also encouraging us to deepen our offerings of kindness. So where in your day can you bring in more kindness? what does it look like? It can be as simple as holding a door open for somebody. It can be, paying it forward, where you get your Starbucks and you pay for the person behind you. It can be any kind of act of kindness, really. Cutting your neighbor's lawn if you're able. Playing with an animal if the animal's just sitting there and, kind of looking bored. However you experience that, expanding that this week will go a long way. And Spirit's showing me what it does is it feeds into the hearts of others. So we've been talking a lot about this heart energy this week. And expanding that energy into kindness helps you feed that expansion of the heart space for others. There's still more. Hold on. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay, they're talking about also, notice how this week there's this kind of crossover between dream state and waking state. And what they show me with this is they're like, notice how some of your dreams will almost feel like they carry on into your waking state. So the example they're giving me is you could have a really vivid dream at night, and aspects or pieces of that dream happen or play out. It could seem randomly during your day, right? So I don't know, say in your dream, you keep seeing peacock feathers, okay? And your dream is about, let's just use falling in love with a movie star. I don't know, let's just say it's that, right? So in reality, you're like, okay, I'm probably not gonna fall in love with this movie star, but in your waking state, that day you happen to see peacock references a couple different times. And there's the message in the symbolism of that peacock. What does the peacock represent, right? For a lot, that's transformation. That's stepping out from hiding and expanding your true colors of who you are. So again, it's this like what comes in dream state then kind of actually bleeds into this reality in a sense to help you recognize the validity of the dream state as well as the waking state. And how, in many ways, waking state is dream state and dream state is real state, right? And that can get really confusing. But if you think about it, when we're sleeping, our spirit's in the astral. When we're waking, we're in this reality. But which one is real? Which one isn't real? That can go down a whole huge rabbit hole. But truly, we are multifaceted beings aware of ourselves, becoming more aware of ourselves in multiple dimensions and realities. So that idea of dream state kind of bleeding into reality here as we see it right now is getting thinner and thinner and thinner. Like that veil between is getting thinner because we're starting to realize how we move through all dimensions. So Spirit is saying pay attention to that and how it kind of can expand your understanding or your realization of everything being so much more than you think. Like your awareness of realms beyond simply this day-to-day life is actually expanding into something so much more. And this is a purposeful thing because it's here to help you awaken more deeply into your next phase of your journey. So that's really cool. All right, Spirit. Yes, I think that's everything. Okay, everyone, have a beautiful rest of your Wednesday. Thank you always so much for joining me. And I do want to say next Wednesday, October 16th, I'm going to be hosting Cosmic Consciousness Circle. If you want to join, that would be absolutely lovely. Would love to have you. I'm going to be talking about some of my very cool experiences during my surgery and after. I'm going to be expanding galactics and beyond. I'll leave it at that. It's going to be great. So if you want to join, you can sign up at avalonspirit.com under Cosmic Consciousness, and I will see you next Wednesday. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone.